but basically she is at advantage having Kenya on the ground right now. Valentine needs to do something here. With less than a minute to go as she wants to get this victory, I would not leave it to the judges and maybe she gets nothing their way of defending for Enriquez. Doing enough what she has to herself and then she gets the guard Alex, so this is interesting. What can she do from here? Let's see those punches come in for Enriquez. Maybe some elbows a good way of Valentine putting in that knee for the shoot to get off. An amazing work from Kenya for not getting submitted with her on her back for that long. What's impressing is that she kept calm, cool and collected, didn't freak out. Maybe for the arm triangle, but maybe a little too late. Stop. Fight if we had saw triangle arm bar from there. Well, I must say very impressive stuff from Kenya Enriquez. As we take a look at some of the action that took place, Alex, of course the story here right in that first and second was the boxing from Kenya Enriquez, but in that last round here she survived the ground. Yes, a great double leg takedown attempt and straight to the back, and then we saw even a moment of a potential triangle choke, but there was just not enough time on the clock after 3 rounds of much more action. This see how Kenya will do with her striking in MMA with her head on the center line. Move your head. She's doing a great job so far, but we just heard in the corner of Haley she's breathing heavy. Now these are your opportunities to work in a takedown, but I think the strategy for Haley is to work in a takedown up against the cage, but we'll see if she wants to shoot from the center and be able to work some dominant that 1-2 combination. Haley said no, she is a tough cookie. Oh, another straight one. That number 2 man coming in fast and furious like a comet. Valentine looking for toss, a takedown. Good way though of taking herself to Lala, escaping out of that maneuver and taking the fight to the center of Lala where she wants this fight now. Some body shots. Now she got that boxer. She's feeling very confident, and Kenya Enriquez said in her interview that she is physically and mentally at her best, so we as fans can expect a lot of action. And now we're seeing her switch dance a little bit, really get into that flow with the last 20 seconds of this first round. She's feeling that confidence. I haven't seen too many kicks from Kenya. Will be curious to see if she need them. Well, no, but I mean, why not test herself? Right, this is MMA exactly, and we actually haven't even seen that many kicks from Haley. Definitely going to have to see more, because going tit for tat with Kenya is going to be a struggle for sure. Time and into the second round we go. Haley Valentine, I cannot wait to see if she can. This is the final decision. Kenya, applause. She is now a savage in the ring and a savage in Lala. Consistent punching is more of a target. You got to fight her back, you got to press her back, got to imagine that there was a lot of strategy going in, and Haley is here with her head coach and also a former cage world champion. Quickly down and quickly back up for Haley. Did you hear that, Alex? That was very loud inside Univision Studios tonight. Shook the desk here. Holy cow, we must flurry in link in. That lady has some bricks in those hands, and it's not just to the head, and when she starts to get that body work in, it'll have us wincing over here, and we're just watching. We've seen some boxers and major transition. We've seen some MMA fighters have made the transition to boxing, not that much success in that turnaround. Hence Conor McGregor, Francis. I can go on and on. Now this is where it could get pretty interesting. This is where Valentine wants this fight, so she can work her way and get her to the ground, Alex, but does she have enough of that? How psychology, Alex, for Kenya Enriquez to work around this position? You definitely see her work in the cage well, but you also have to remember that Haley usually competes at 105, so you can really see the size discrepancy. She's not a true strawweight, which is at what this match is at currently, but she just proved to herself that she can get in, and once she's in, that is where she wants to be, not her at distance with a WBC champion on the feet. Valentine training out of the BST Academy. Folks train out there. She's breathing every. She said she was intrigued to really force some of her strategy against Kenny Here we go, second round. Enrique is in. Red, Valentine in white and blue, and Valentine coming out a little bit more aggressive this time. Even after tasting some of the power of can, now one thing that has to be talked about is the cardio. The cardio in a mixed martial artist and in a boxer could be a lot different, right? Because you're using more of the upper body in boxing, and in MMA you get to use everything from the wrestling, from the striking. How much of a change could that be? Did Kenya train for that? How much work did she put? Those are all questions that we'll be able to answer in this fight. And a nice kick from Haley. Valentine, we're definitely going to have to see more of those. Got to find your way in. Valentine still trying to find the opportunity to work her way in to take her opponent down. Enriquez, though no stranger to MMA, even though she's making her debut, she's cornered the likes of AUL, who's competed here in Kate Global, a very well-known female fighter in the MMA world. Definitely the origin story of Kenya's MMA journey being connected with such a powerful Colombana like Alejandra Lara. She cornered lot, and it just goes to show you that she's been out here, she knows what it's like. So she is no stranger training at Lobo Gym, where Alexa Grasso trained, former champion of the world, some of her jiu-jitsu down at Delta, and we'll see if Haley's able to do anything with this underhook here. Her coach calling out for some better head position. Now she has the head and arm at one point, but again back at distance with 3 minutes left to go in the second round. Well, I must say that Kenya Enriquez has definitely impressed me. She feels very confident. The psychology there in the holler used very properly. Remember, she's used to fighting in a ring now. This is a